Fantastic Four: The First Steps is the latest attempt for Marvel's first family. Let's talk about Fantastic Four: First Steps and where it ranks amongst the other Fantastic Four films. Leave your ranking down below. How would you rank all 5 of the Fantastic Four films, from the unreleased 1990s film that you can find on YouTube to the latest MCU film? Coming in last place, the Fantastic Four from the 1990s. This is the attempt to hold on to the rights for Fantastic Four. You can find the whole film on YouTube. That's where I watched it. And this was just to keep the rights. So this was a very low budget. And you can tell that they didn't put so much effort into it because they just needed to make a film. From the performances to the look of the film, the costumes, all this movie is, it's just cheesy. It reminds me of the 90s Captain America film, where it has some heart to it. It's very cheesy at times, but the overall story doesn't gel very well. It feels like it's moving at a very sluggish pace. There isn't a lot of exciting moments when it comes to it. And on top of that, the performances are very dull in here. Alex Hyde White is fine as Reed Richards, really into his work, scientific mind that wants to challenge himself, but there isn't really like a lot of emotions or depth to that character. And that's really how I feel about all the performances, is that they're just fine. Like, there's nobody that stands out, nobody that's trying to go above and beyond to give a really good performance. And then you have some really cheesy moments when it comes to the action, the costume designs, especially for Doctor Doom. It's just all around a pretty bad movie, but it's cheesy at times to where it's kind of fun to watch.
He's so ugly. I love him.
Coming in at number 4, Fantastic Four, or Fan4stic, however you want to label this movie. This wasn't very good. I could easily see people putting Fantastic Four in last place and the 90s film in 4th place, and I would be like, I totally agree with you. Fantastic Four is just wasted potential. Look at the cast: Miles Teller, Michael B. Jordan. It's got a good cast behind it, and this is what I would like envision a younger Fantastic Four group. And this is where they kind of took like a much darker route with Josh Trank, but the story, it's not exciting at all. It is just very cliche when you look at the characters, like how smart Reed Richards is and how strong Ben Grimm is, and that relationship between Sue Storm and Reed Richards. Like, they understand certain aspects to the characters, but they go the very cliche route. And then on top of that, the film looks pretty bad, especially like some of the space sequences and Doctor Doom as a character. There is some terrible decisions with this film, and none of like the conversations between characters seem natural. Everything just seems very fake. It seems like it's trying to be this sci-fi heavy adventure film, and it's not doing much to develop each character, make them feel like this group. There's not much chemistry between everybody. It's a terrible film, and I remember seeing it in theaters and being really surprised with how badly I was let down. And even after I have rewatched it, I tried to find something good about this film, and I just cannot pinpoint a good aspect of this movie. It is bad. Coming in at number 3, Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. There are some good moments in here. The 2 Fantastic Four films with Jessica Alba and Chris Evans, I have very fond memories of watching these when I was younger. Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer came out when I was going into 9th grade. And I thought the whole moment with Chris Evans gaining everybody's powers was really fun. Galactus was destroyed within this one. It wasn't even Galactus to me. I remember seeing that movie in theaters and thinking like, this was Galactus. Like, who came up with this crap? I like the Silver Surfer. Doug Jones was really good, really intimidating as the Silver Surfer. It's got a very brisk runtime. It's pretty quick. Like, the pacing's very fast. and you just jump into the film, and you don't really able to kind of build that threat of Galactus and the Silver Surfer, and then throwing Doctor Doom back into the mix, it feels like it's not trusting its own threat of Galactus. When you look at the newest film, go all in with Galactus. With Rise of the Silver Surfer, you're not able to feel that impending doom, the dread surrounding Galactus. It's not there. There are some fun aspects, especially when the characters switch their abilities, how Johnny Storm reacts to having Ben Grimm's power. It's pretty fun, pretty entertaining, but I feel like the threat level is not there when it really should be. Coming in second place, Fantastic Four. I like this film for what it is. Like, I understand it's not the best thing ever, but at least it has fun with its story and its characters. The performances are good. I really like Jessica Alba as Sue Storm. Chris Evans, cocky, but contributes a lot to the team, provides a lot of that comedic relief within the movie. The visuals are a little bit wonky at times, classic mid-2000s CGI that looks bad. And I really like Dr. Doom in here as well. Very menacing, very cliche, but also controlling, and I like that aspect. I think the biggest issue with this film for me is that it spends too much time on the origin aspect of it, to where you dedicate a lot of time to the four characters understanding their abilities, reacting to it the first time, and it takes up a good majority of the film to where you can't where Dr. Doom's storyline and his evil plan doesn't feel like it flows naturally into the film, because you spend so much time for Reed Richards understanding his ability and Johnny Storm flying around while he's on fire, and then them working together as a group and understanding their abilities. You got Dr. Doom's storyline just kind of left there hanging in the middle part of the film. So too much origin story, I think, weakened certain parts of this film, because you want it to just move a little bit faster, and it's just not doing that, and you're dedicated so much time to them, which I understand. Like, you need to show their powers and them reacting to it. That's fun, but I think they could have done that just a little bit quicker. Coming in first place, Fantastic Four: First Steps. I knew off the trailer that this movie would be number one. I didn't think for a second that this movie would be number 2 or 3. There was no way that it wouldn't be number 1. This was a really good MCU film. I love that it took place on a separate Earth. They didn't need to do any homework. You just jump into this world and do a great job of getting us caught up to speed by a little montage in the beginning of the film. But the whole cast, from Vanessa Kirby to Pedro Pascal, I really like them in here. They all feel like a family. They have great chemistry. And the threat of Galactus is finally realized and understood. The sheer size of him is insane, very intimidating. And I love that the whole world was working together to try to defeat Galactus. And I love that everybody idolized the Fantastic Four. Like, you don't have that feeling in the MCU anymore. I loved it. It was such a breath of fresh air when you see all the characters, the young kids that just wanted to be like these superheroes. We haven't got that much in a film. Visually, it's really good. That retro look to it, it's vibrant, it pops. I want to see more films within this world. The threat is there, it's urgent, it's got some emotion, it's got some emotional moments when it comes to Franklin Richards within the film. It's the best one by far. I think a lot of people's lists will be very similar to my list. I've seen several lists where it's just kind of like the same exact thing. We've had several attempts, and this is Marvel finally getting it right and finally understanding this group and the sci-fi adventure behind it. So there you guys have it, all 5 Fantastic Four films ranked worst to best. How would you rank them? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.